Hello and welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoy this story. I'm going to try and upload a new story each day. The Murmuring Mosaic. In a quiet town of Ravenscroft, nestled between ancient woods and mist-covered hills, stood an old church with a dark secret. The stained glass windows of the church told tales of sins committed centuries ago, their vibrant colors hinting at a history steeped in darkness. Legend had it that a curse lingered within the glass, waiting to be unleashed upon those who dared to disturb its slumber. Madeline Holt, a skilled mosaic artist seeking inspiration for her next masterpiece, arrived in Ravenscroft. She had heard whispers of the cursed church and the shattered window that held the key to another worldly power. Determined to create a work of art that would capture the essence of human sin, Madeline set out on a quest to collect the broken shards scattered across the church grounds. As she painstakingly arranged the shattered pieces into a mesmerizing mosaic, Madeline felt an unsettling energy coursing through her fingertips. The glass seemed to pulse with a life of its own, responding to the sins it had witnessed over the centuries. Unbeknownst to Madeline, her creation was a gateway to a realm where the past sins manifested in horrifying ways. The figures in the mosaic began to stir, their glassy eyes reflecting the pain and torment they once endured. The dark events they represented came to life within the confines of the mural, and a low, haunting murmur echoed through the studio where Madeline worked. The first to emerge was a spectral figure draped in tattered robes, representing greed. Its skeletal hands reached out, clutching at the air as if grasping for ill-gotten riches. Next came a twisted form that personified envy, its eyes filled with malice as it glared at the other figures in the mural. One by one, the sins materialized into grotesque beings, each reenacting the horrors they symbolized. Madeline, unaware of the unfolding nightmare within her studio, marveled at her creation. Little did she note that the cursed mosaic was a vessel channeling the malevolent energy of the past into a terrifying present. As the night deepened, the figures within the mural grew stronger, breaking free from the constraints of the glass. They stepped into the real world, their forms distorted and grotesque, a manifestation of the sins that haunted Ravenscroft for centuries. The once quiet town now echoed with the screams of the tormented figures, and a darkness settled over the land. Rumors spread through Ravenscroft as the townspeople felt the sinister presence that had taken hold. Desperation and fear gripped the community, and they turned to the mosaic artist whose creation had unleashed the malevolent force. Madeline, now aware of the nightmare she had unwittingly released, sought a way to contain the horrors she had brought to life. As the town plunged into chaos, Madeline embarked on a perilous journey to find a solution. Guided by ancient texts and whispers from the very spirits she had unleashed, she discovered a ritual to bind the cursed energy back into the shattered glass. With each passing moment, the figures grew stronger, and the town teetered on the brink of destruction. In a final, desperate act, Madeline returned to the church and faced the spectral beings that now roamed Ravenscroft. Armed with the knowledge of the binding ritual, she risked her own life to reverse the curse. The air crackled with malevolence as she chanted the incantation, the mosaic glowing with an otherworldly light. The figures within the mural convulsed, their tortured forms contorting in pain. The low murmur grew into a deafening wail, and Madeline felt the weight of centuries of sin pressing down on her. Yet, with unwavering determination, she completed the ritual. As the last words left Madeline's lips, the figures within the mural shattered into 1,000 pieces. The malevolent energy that had plagued Ravenscroft dissipated, leaving the town in an eerie silence. The curse had been broken, but Madeline knew she could never undo the darkness she had unleashed. The once cursed church now stood in solemn quiet, its stained glass windows telling tales of a past that would forever haunt the town's memory. And Madeline Holt, the unwitting architect of horror, left Ravenscroft with a heavy heart, carrying the weight of a secret she could never share. The murmuring mosaic had been silenced, but its echoes lingered in the shadows, a chilling reminder of the sins that could awaken with a single brushstroke. Years passed, and the town of Ravenscroft gradually healed from the scars left by the Murmuring Mosaic. The memory of that fateful night lingered like a ghost in the collective consciousness of the townspeople. The old church, once shunned for its dark secrets, became a somber reminder of the thin veil that separated the mundane from the supernatural. Madeline, haunted by the events she had set in motion, wandered from town to town, her nomadic life a reflection of the weight she carried. The faces of the spectral figures from the mosaic visited her dreams, their tortured expressions etched into her mind. No matter how far she traveled, the echoes of Ravenscroft followed her. One day, while passing through a distant village, Madeline heard whispers of another cursed artifact, an ancient mirror said to reveal the deepest fears of those who gazed into it. Intrigued and drawn by a strange sense of obligation, she sought out the mirror, hoping to find a way to atone for the darkness she had unleashed. The mirror, hidden in the basement of a long-forgotten mansion, reflected a twisted version of reality. As Madeline stared into its depths, the faces of the figures from the Murmuring Mosaic materialized, their eyes filled with accusation. The mirror, like the mosaic, seemed to pulse with an otherworldly energy. A voice echoed in Madeline's mind, a spectral whisper that spoke of a path to redemption. The mirror revealed a series of symbols, a complex ritual that could cleanse the tainted soul and sever the ties to the cursed creations. Fueled by a newfound purpose, Madeline set out to perform the ritual and break free from the shadows that clung to her. The journey led her to ancient libraries and forgotten tombs, where she unearthed the knowledge needed to unravel the curse. Along the way, she encountered others who had suffered the consequences of meddling with the supernatural, each with their own tale of horror and redemption. Together, they formed an unlikely alliance, bound by a common desire to confront the sins of the past. As Madeline and her newfound companions neared the completion of the ritual, the air grew thick with anticipation. The mirror, now a conduit to the spectral realm, flickered with ethereal energy. The figures from the Murmuring Mosaic appeared once again, but this time their expressions were not twisted with torment. Instead, they seemed to convey a sense of release. With every incantation uttered, the spectral beings began to fade, their forms dissolving into the luminous surface of the mirror. The oppressive weight that had burdened Madeline for so long lifted, and she felt a profound sense of catharsis. The mirror, now cleansed of the malevolent energy, reflected a clear image of Madeline's transformed self. The once tormented figures were gone, and in their place, a mosaic of vibrant colors adorned the surface, a symbol of redemption and the possibility of a new beginning. As Madeline and her companions left the mansion, the cursed mirror now a dormant artifact, she felt a sense of closure. The town of Ravenscroft, though forever marked by its dark history, could now rest in peace. The mosaic artist, having faced the consequences of her unwitting actions, walked away from the shadows of the past, her steps lighter and her heart free from the haunting memories that had plagued her for so long. The tale of the Murmuring Mosaic became a cautionary legend, passed down through generations, a reminder that art could be a powerful conduit for both creation and destruction. And as Madeline Holt disappeared into the horizon, her legacy intertwined with the threads of the supernatural, the world remained a fragile tapestry, forever susceptible to the interplay of light and darkness. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed this story. Please don't forget to like, and even better, like and subscribe. Thank you very much and have a great day.